Please take a comfortable sitting position. You could be in a chair, sitting on the floor with your back supported against a wall. Or if you feel the need, you could of course lie down on the floor, making sure you're really comfy with maybe something under your knees and a cushion under your head. And if you feel cold or there's a sense of chill, perhaps using a blanket or a shawl around yourself so that you have your full attention on your meditation. So once you feel that you are settled in comfortably into a place that feels safe and warm and comfortable for you to sit for the next 20 minutes or so, we'll begin. So let's take a moment to first of all notice our seat, being aware of what we can feel underneath our seat, what we can feel underneath our feet, what we can feel behind our back, and what we can feel under our hands. Just noticing all those points of connection which ground us and bring us into the here and now physically. Notice also the space that's around you, above your body, in front of your body, and maybe even some of the spaces under your body if you are lying down, perhaps under your ankles and your lower back, the base of the neck. Just taking some time to get a awareness on the sense of space around us. Beginning to notice also any sounds that you can hear around you. Sounds in your own home, movement, people talking, perhaps sounds from other rooms, sounds outside of your house that are entering into your awareness right now. Maybe you're aware of sounds you can hear coming through this video, other than my voice. Perhaps you can hear some bird song or some distant traffic. Just notice the sounds, the variety of sounds. Notice how you feel about those sounds as they arise. Maybe you have a desire that the sounds would stop and that you could have some quieter time. Or maybe you find the sounds engaging and your mind is drawn instead to those sounds. And now noticing how you feel in your body as you're sitting. Are you at ease and comfortable? Is there some pain or discomfort? Just noticing. And as you bring your awareness to the sensations in your body, if you have a sense of perhaps needing to change your position slightly so you're more at ease, then feeling free to go ahead and do that now. And now let's turn our attention to our gaze. I invite you to bring your gaze downwards towards the floor. And if you wish to, closing your eyes very gently. With your eyes gently closed or your gaze down, let's move our attention to our breath. We're going to notice as we breathe in the sense of the breath entering our nostrils, feeling it brush your top lip, travel through the nose and into the body. And then notice the sense of your breath leaving your nostrils, brushing your top lip, as it leaves the body. And for a few moments, this is our simple point of focus, this noticing of our breath coming and going. Noticing the experience of the breath as it travels through the nose and is received by your body. Perhaps noticing also where your body receives the breath. Do you feel it in your chest, your back, maybe in your belly? Just be aware of where your body receives the breath. Does it feel shallow and tight? Does it feel deep and soft? Is your breath long or short? Just observe the experience of receiving and letting go. Breath coming in through the nose, traveling into your body wherever it ends up, and then leaving your nose and having that sense of the body letting it go. And being aware also that your mind wanders, being caught in thoughts, sensation, sound, feelings, desires. Just gently returning your attention back, for now, to the experience of breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Body receiving breath, body letting go of breath. And of course, it may be that your mind is drawn time and again to a particular thought or feeling, a particular judgment or story, a particular desire or wish. Noting that that's where your mind has gone, patiently and very kindly inviting your mind back instead to watching your breath entering the nose, being received in the body, leaving the nose, and being let go. It may be, as we continue to observe our breath, that the breath changes in some way. Maybe it becomes shallower or deeper. Maybe you feel it in one side of your body more than the other side of your body. And whatever we notice, There's no judgment. We don't get caught up in a story of how it should be or used to be or will be, but we just notice what is true now, in this experience, in this moment. So moving your awareness from the breath now to the sensation inside the body. Feeling the sensation of breath as it travels inwards and then leaves us. Notice where you feel that particularly. It may be your chest, there may be that sense of stretching of the rib cage and the skin across the ribs, the muscles between the ribs, the feeling of the inflation of the lungs. And it might be high in your chest, or it may be low. Maybe you're more aware of it in the back of your body. Maybe there's some subtle discomfort even around taking a breath. So again, not attempting to change what your experience is, but rather just notice. Notice the feelings and sensations, the rising and the falling, coming and the going, internally in your body. Perhaps you even feel it in your belly more than anywhere else. And if it helps, you could rest a hand on your belly or on your chest or both. Just really tuning into how the breath feels in your physical body. And as we notice the sensations in our body as we breathe in and out, do they stay the same? Do they change? What happens to the breath as you pay attention to it? Do you notice perhaps areas in your body where you feel particularly at ease? Maybe other areas where you feel less at ease or even some discomfort. Maybe some slight pain. So not avoiding one or the other, but just noticing what's there. Returning to just noticing sensation. And how it never stays the same. It's continually shifting and changing, becoming more intense, less intense, disappearing for a moment, coming back. And extending your awareness to notice all the things you can hear. Not reaching out and listening particularly for one sound or straining your awareness. Just what's arriving in your hearing awareness. What can you notice? sounds are coming into your awareness, pleasant or unpleasant, voices or traffic, weather, wind chimes, my voice, sounds in your own home, the absence of sound when everything settles just for a moment. Or maybe for you there is a deep blanket of quiet around you. Noticing what that feels like for you. And what it feels like when something interrupts that blanket of silence. Does your mind reach out and wish it were some other way? Or can you just let it go? Maybe a loud traffic noise interrupting your stillness. Is there an aversion to this sound? Or can you just accept it coming into your awareness and then let it go? Just noticing the sounds that arise and then letting them go. If your mind gets lost in a story or judgment, noticing that also, and coming back once again to noticing your breath. And then when you feel steady enough, letting your object be the sounds, the beginning of a sound, the peak of the sound, the absence of the sound. And then letting that awareness of sound float away. And bringing your awareness now instead to your mind and to the thoughts arising within your mind. Thoughts tumbling across each other, entering your mind. Judgments, memories, lists of things to do and remember. Old conversations being replayed. Deep insight suddenly arriving. Notice if your mind is caught up with any of those in particular. And just stay in that place of observing, of just noticing what is coming and what is going. Just letting your thoughts wash through you like a leaf floating downstream. One leaf after another. Not jumping on your leaf, on your thoughts, but just letting it float away. And of course your mind will be caught up in thought or sensation or sound. This is the nature of mind, to move and jump and grasp and cling. But I invite you for now just to return to being. Be in your body. Feel your body on the floor. Your feet flat on the ground. Your seat on the chair. Noticing your hands. Being the silent observer of your breath coming and going. Of sounds entering and retreating. Of thoughts arriving and leaving. But for now, just being in that observer place. And if you wish to, using your breath as the anchor to the here and now. And of course, in this place of the observer, your mind may have got lost in the future or the past, or got caught up in some inner dialogue. So letting go of any need for it to be perfect, and just be with how it is for you. Returning very kindly and patiently now for the last few moments. Your feet on the floor, your seat on the chair, your hands resting, your breath rising and falling. Letting everything else just float away. Returning again and again to the anchor of your physical body and the coming and going of breath. And now we begin to bring our meditation to an end. So we slowly begin to widen our awareness to include everything. Sound, thought, sensation, breath. Just being aware of it all. Taking a moment to be kind to ourselves over the time we spent on our practice. No judgments, no wishing it to have been different. Just grateful for your time on your seat, nurturing your inner world. So I invite you to rest your hands on your heart. Send yourself some deep kindness and compassion. And we'll end the practice with a simple mantra. As I breathe in, I love myself fully. As I breathe out, I love everybody. extending your compassion just as far as you feel comfortable to go. As I breathe in, I love myself fully. As I breathe out, I love everybody. And one more time, as I breathe in, I love myself fully. As I breathe out, I love everybody. Just stretching our heart of compassion as wide as it feels comfortable for you. Maybe to one person or to all beings. Holding the wish that all beings experience peace, health and happiness. Resting your hands one more time in your lap, bringing your chin to your chest. Letting your eyes carefully blink open. And then let's just take a moment to have a little stretch and a little move. Sitting still for a little while, maybe roll your shoulders. Nod your head up and down a couple of times just to free up the neck. Maybe looking over your right shoulder and center, and left shoulder and center. And then carry on with the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me in this meditation practice.